Hey there, it's Tom again. I'm going out and about today, so in the spirit of Nick, I'm going to try and get some in the shop footage. Don't know what it's going to be like. I'm going to film it with this little camera here, so I'm going to see if I can conceal it, and we'll see how it goes. So you may get some extreme close-ups of me or my hand, but we'll see how it goes. This is actually a pretty good charity shop, but in this jewellery cabinet there was a lot of very overpriced silver jewellery. This charity shop is actually fairly decently priced for books, and you can't really go wrong, even if it turns out to be a dud. I ended up scanning this book because it's a fantasy role-playing book, but unfortunately it had low value. I often look at the miscellaneous section because often I find misplaced or unusual items here, which seem to sell well. I've seen this copy of the George W. Bush at this shop before, and I've nearly bought it in the past, as it's an unedited proof copy, but I'm still unsure as to whether this adds any value or not, because the book itself hasn't got much. When I saw this jacket, I thought it could be a real home run, but having looked at completed listings on my phone, I could see the price they were asking was very similar to the realised price on eBay. Unfortunately, this vintage copy of Downfall was missing some of the counters, and yes, I could have parted it out, but truth be told, I didn't really want to carry it around with me.
I was tempted to pick up some of these maps, especially the one from Yugoslavia, but I did some quick research on my phone and realised that they weren't reaching much money, and the other maps had very high ranks on Amazon. These mugs and tankards I was very tempted to purchase.
Excuse me, with this tag, what's the price? It says 8, crossed out 4, crossed out...
Just let me have a look.
Sorry.
Yeah, somebody's, that's not done by us, that's an £8 one
Oh,
now.
okay, so
Yeah,
no,
it's diesel, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
You get people all from pricing.
Oh, really? Gosh, that's shocking.
Oh, yeah, no, you wouldn't believe it if you worked here. You really wouldn't believe it.
I hear some horror stories.
Yeah, they do everything. They rip stuff. We've had a beautiful coat put down, and it's got a massive great hole in the back. Somebody's tried it on and cut the foot and it ripped it, and it's £10 coat.
Oh, that's dreadful.
They do all
I've
sorts.
heard of people like scratching the
Oh yeah,
stickers
the
off and
label.
swapping
Yeah,
the
they
stickers.
do. Yeah, they do that, but they do it. They demolish clothes as well.
It's like people who barter as well, trying to think, can I... drives me mad.
I know. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so... Okay, bro. 2634.
It's not a bad selection of shoes in this shop, to be honest, but it's a higher end charity shop, so this is to be expected, but unfortunately the prices reflect this.
Yeah.
Sometimes in shops I have to stop myself from actually laughing out loud. $14.99 for a pair of Converse knockoff shoes is way too much.
The first receipt was to say we've taken nothing off you, and then the second one is still in your card receipt. I'll pop them in the bag for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, dear.
If you leave it, if you leave it quick enough,
nice Lego early PC games always do well. I'm gonna have to grab this.
Just wait until
It's
she
alright, yeah,
finishes it,
it's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Would you like it back?
Yeah, well, actually, yeah. The verdict. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Imagine it happens when you're going through a lot of stuff and just miss one or something like that.
Yeah. Will you get them both then?
Yeah, please, yeah.
I'm not gonna rant. I'm not gonna rant.
Do you mind if I open this up? Check it, it's alright.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, yeah. I'm kicking over your platings and things. I know you have to take them, but just check it right.
Is everything there?
Yeah, ball pens, dice, that'll do.
Right.
Card on and all.
Okay. I'll take it back up for you.
That's alright, don't worry.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's it.
Because we're not getting the sort of X Factor sub-story backstory, they are literally standing, singing, and moving on. If they get eliminated, we're not bothered, and that's why they're not shooting the real success story. They're not expecting that one series itself to care. I might assume that they'll be out on deliberately, I'd be mocking the audience, and I do like the ones where they're supposed to get, you know, from there.
This guy would not move. I was there for ages waiting for him to move, and as it turned out, there was nothing there. Oh, I give up. Time for lunch. Okay, so I'm back now. That was a crazy day. Unfortunately, at lunchtime I realised I'd filled the SD card that I got in the camera, so unfortunately I couldn't do any more filming. I did go to a couple of charity shops and like pound shop and cash generator, and picked up a few bits. So these are the results. I just thought I'd show you some of the stuff I bought, some of the stuff you saw me get on camera. I hope this has inspired some of you guys to get out there and just look for stuff, really. I mean, it's out there definitely, and there's more than enough to go around. So what did I get? So in the first place, the woman was a bit suspicious with me because I did quite a bit of filming, and when I bought this, she said, "Oh, didn't you have other stuff?" And I said, "Oh no, I put those back. I was procrastinating." And I think she thought I'd stolen something or something. I don't know, maybe it's my paranoid mind, but what I ended up picking up was this, which you saw in the video. It is Hellboy 2, The Golden Army. I've seen the first film, but I've never seen this one. And this is a scarf, and it's still got its tags on there, and it was $1.99. And there isn't a single one of these on eBay or Amazon that I can find at all. I mean, not that I could sell on Amazon because it's, clothing, and I'm not unqualified. I'm qualified to sell that basically on there. So I'll probably put it on eBay. No idea. But if there isn't one on eBay, that's one of two things. Either it has no value, or it could potentially be decent value. So we shall see on that one. That was the first thing I got, and I'll put that there. Then I went to the British Heart Foundation, and I got some good bits from there, to be fair. I got this, and some bits here. So this is what you saw me pick up. It's Lego Rock Raiders. It's a early Lego game from 1999. It's like a racing game. Racing games always do good, and it's all in there. So you got that, and there's a bonus disc as well. Lovely condition, and for 99p, I wasn't going to turn that down. 10 quid with free postage, I'd say, something like that. So £8 to £10. Happy days. I'm not going to pass that up. Then also from there, I picked up this book called Creative Foundation Scrapbook and Mixed Media Techniques. I've got it because it's in really nice condition. It was £3.50, which is quite a lot. But the original retail on this was £24.99, so it's always worth looking at the original retail. This sells on eBay for between 10 and 12 quid. So I could send it into Amazon, but the problem is with Amazon there's quite a lot of people selling it, so there's a lot of competition on that. So that's that one. Then next from there, you saw me getting these two belts. I I've done well with belts in the past, but these are for my antiques booth. First one here was priced $4.99, and it is a quality. Now what you want to look for in belts is it doesn't say leather lined, that just means it's a thin layer of leather on the back. This is genuine leather, handcrafted in Italy, Pinot, large is always good, larger the better, heavyweight, and it's a 40 millimeters, so it's really thick leather, good quality with a sort of a brass plated thing. There's a few kinks in it, but it's still a good belt. There's some kinks there. £5. I'll put probably 12 to 15 in my booth for that, and that'll sell well. And then the thing that they were looking for the price for, which you saw in the video, was this one. It got just a blank tag. It got the gift aid sticker, but they forgot to put the price on. And this is St Michael, which is M&S. So good brand, real leather, and it's a large, made in the UK, which is always good. It's got a few kinks to it, and this was $3.99. So, you know, there's issues. I might end up keeping this one. This might fit me, but I'll try in the booth first. I've got nothing to lose really. Again, probably about 10 for that. Then you saw me get these. Also, I did film this, but unfortunately it didn't come out. You know, I had some film that was corrupted, but there's this pendant. It's a silver-plated chain, but the pendant there is red coral, I think, and then the other side is mother of pearl, and it's actually silver, and that was £1. So I'll put that on the silver chain, and that's a great deal. But yeah, you saw me in another shop looking at board games, and there was a Triominoes, or however you say it. It's similar to what Nick looked at, but the problem was the box was knackered. Plus it had been taped shut, and I just thought, oh, I can't be arsed for $2.95 or whatever it is. I can't be bothered. But I saw this, which is triple Yahtzee, and you saw in the film me asking to open it. I found it quite humorous that he wanted to tape it back up again. So I will sell it on eBay with tape and say that, because if I try and pull it off, it's just going to pull off the graphics. And the box is quite nice, and it's all in there. You know, it's all in there in good condition. Even got the original pens, and quite a lot of the score thing left, which is good. All the dice, the shaker, everything. I'll just see if I paid $1.95. We'll see if that sticker does come off, because there's some. Oh no, it's coming off all right. Yeah, it's come off okay. So that's the deal. I'll probably price it high to start with, $11.99 plus shipping maybe even, and see. I can always drop it down, but it's in such nice condition. It's a vintage one from, I'm not sure when, but it looks 90s, late 80s, early 90s. Nice condition. I'm really trying to be picky with board games these days, because, you know. And then you saw me grab these. These are nice. It's Mass Effect, great game, one of the longest games I've played in a long time. It's never-ending game. £1.50. Got both discs, but it's kind of a single thing case, even though it's got two discs. So I don't know if it's it's the right case. It's an EA case, but it needs a case thing for this. But for £1.50, that's great. I mean, £10 free postage for that, I'd say. 8 to 10. Same with this one, 8 to 10. This is Rage. I've not played this, but I've heard it's a good game. It looks very similar to Borderlands, if anybody's played that. And same again, but this one's got 3 CDs in a triple thing. Beautiful condition, really lovely condition. Because they are PC games, I'll sell them on eBay. I'm no longer selling PC games on Amazon, because I've received 1 negative and 1 neutral feedback on Amazon from selling PC games. One was the person didn't realise the specifications, and it didn't work on their computer, so left me a neutral, even though it was in the thing. and the other one was a game, Total Warfare, which is powered by Steam, and you have to have a Steam account for it to work, and they couldn't work that out, so they left me a negative. For a £6 game, they left me a negative, and there was nothing I could do about it, which is really shit. But so I got those. That's cool. Then also, so that's pretty much everything that was filmed. Oh, barring there was, oh, I've lost it. That's it. There was a Batman top that I got, which was one of the last things you saw from Cancer Research. I paid £2, and the reason why I paid £2 for it, you can see it's got Batman on it there, is because it's new with tags, and its original retail was £15. So for £2, and when I got to the till, these fell out the thing, and these are branded, and it's actually a pyjama set. I didn't realise they're branded, but to be honest with you, I'm going to lose these because I think they're going to get donated or something, because they are, it's not there. I don't want to handle them too much, but there's like a crusty stain on them, so they'll probably go in the bin actually. Yeah, some kind of weird crusty stain, but that's that. But the top, it's either a perfect present for like my brother-in-law or someone like that, newer tags, or I could try it on eBay, I suppose. I don't think it would reach a huge amount, but I couldn't say no. So that was everything that was being filmed. I next went to a cancer research shop where they had a big banner outside, and this is like the second one in that they've got within quite a small area, and it said any pieces of clothing, no matter what, is £1. And it was bloody freezing, really windy, and I hadn't dressed appropriately. I just got this polo on and like a jumper, long sleeve coat jumper type thing. I was freezing my arse off, so I actually bought this jumper that I'm wearing currently. It's a Marks and Spencer's jumper. It's in nice condition. There's a few little pulls on it, but £1 fits me perfectly, and happy days. And if I did want to sell it on, I could, but you know, for £1, there you go. I picked up, what did I get? Oh, I got these. Where's it gone? Yeah, there we go. Strangely enough, I got another Lego game from 2003 called Rock Raiders. This was £1. Doesn't sell as well, probably only about £8. But the thing was, I'm a flipping idiot because it's taped shut and I never checked it. Don't know why. I think but luckily it's in there. It's lovely condition. So there you go. And then I got some women's clothes of all stuff. I got these. Now I can't find out anything about them. Pair of jeans. They're £1. Called Floris. I'm not even going to try and say it. Floriducci or some butchering it. Safety jeans. Nice condition. No wear at the bottom at all on the hems. So, don't know. I'm going to chuck them on eBay maybe. But to be honest with you, I could get more selling them again. I'll get £3-4 at the car boot selling them on a decent pair of jeans. Then I picked up these. These are ladies. They're Levi's, but they're the small label type. I think they're genuine. The only thing is that someone has cut the tag out. So, and there is another tag, which is there. So, I don't know. I mean, the hems are a bit knackered on them, but I can cut that. The zip's fine. And for £1, I mean, I'll put those in my booth because jeans sell well there, especially Levi's. So that's good. And then last thing I got was also from my booth. It is a like tweed style wool jacket from Marks and Spencer's. It's older, St Michael, pure wool, something in the pocket. Oh, spare buttons. So I'll put £10 on that, put it in my booth. This kind of tweed style is quite popular. Next thing I got was from another British Heart Foundation, and this could be there was something else actually. I got from the Cancer Research, which is this book, The Building Regulations Explained. 75p. This sells. Well, you can see originally it was $39.99. Blackwall Publishing, good publisher. This sells for around 10 to 15. So, happy days. Similar price on eBay and Amazon. Realistically, because of its weight, I'll probably try. I'll try and sell it on eBay. If it hasn't sold in say 2 months, I'll ship it into Amazon. British Heart Foundation. This is weird. You won't believe your eyes, and it's got the BMW symbol on it there. You see a really cool tyre there. I've got a couple of these sort of motoring CDs. Some of them got competitions on, so I've got to put a bundle together. It was 50p anyway, so got this Medieval Total War. This I think is also Valve or Steam, so you can use it, but you have to have an account. It was £1, and this sells for about 8 to 10. But eBay again because of that. And then I went to Pound World, and I picked up some CDs because occasionally they have new and sealed stuff. They put their own barcode on so you can't scan it, but if you lift it up you can just about get it. And there's this which is Rare Groove Story. These kind of things I've done really well on these box sets before, and I've got a couple of other sort of funk and groove ones, so I'll put a package of like 3 together. There's a listing on Amazon, but it's terrible listing with no photo or anything, so there's no point in selling it. Got 2 of those. Picked up this, the Ultimate Euphoric Dance album. I'm tempted to keep it because there's some good stuff on there, but to be honest I've got enough dance music CDs. And this sells for about £5 to £6, so not too bad. And then I went to another charity shop, Save the Children. I probably paid a bit too much for these, but hey ho. I picked up these, which I thought could be gold, but I don't think they are in hindsight. I paid £1.50 for them. Yeah. And I paid £1.50 for this. It's marked M&S on the back, so I knew it wasn't going to be silver or anything. But it's a nice tiger eye gemstone choker. This will go in the booth. I'll probably get £5-6 for it, something like that. For £1.50, that's not too bad. And then those I'll just chuck in the car boot pile. And then I've got a couple more bits. I'll leave the best bits till last, but I went to cash converters, and I said, "Oh, have you got any older games?" He goes, "Oh, we've got some PSP and we've got some PlayStation 1. Anyway, I looked at the PlayStation 1 and they were all like, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and just crap. Anyway, there's these 2, Dance UK and Mary, Kate and Ashley's Crush Course. And I opened them up and there's no discs in them. There's the manuals and everything, but no discs. And I said, "Oh, how much are these?" Because they're just empty boxes. And he went, "To be honest with you, mate, you can just have them." So I got these for free, and I'll just use them for the other broken ones that I've got. So if anybody wants the manuals or stuff, just drop me a comment and you can have them. But the cases I'm going to use. And then I paid £1 for these. We've got iToy Groove. I've got an iToy which I can sell with this. They don't go for much, but it's always good. Then I got PlayStation 2 Summoner. I don't know if that's a good game or not, but there you go. And then I got this one, which it's a not for resale demo only. This could be worth nothing or a sleeper. It's called the Scree Catalogue Video 3 Plus. So I have absolutely no idea what this is. I don't know if this is just a demo disc or whether it's like a promotional not for resale one which has potential better value. So if anybody can help me, let me know, but for £1 that's fine. And then weirdly the guy said they had a guy bring loads of this stuff. He said he thought it was bankrupt stock, but he wasn't sure. And they got loads of new and sealed PSP movies, and they were £1 each. So I ended up getting 6 copies of Wanted, 2 copies of Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows, 4 copies of Poseidon, and 4 copies of Rocky 3. Now these PSP films don't go for a huge amount, but I'll be able to get £5 to £7 each. Quick, easy listing, bish bash bosh, done. So I couldn't turn those down. And then the last 3 things are these. I went to a retro shop and they got loads of overpriced stuff. Everything was bang on eBay prices or more. But I ended up getting this. It's a Game & Watch, Donkey Kong Jr. They wanted 15 and I got it for 12 and it works great. And to be honest with you, I think I'm going to keep it just because it's cool. They did have another sort of Game & Watch type game called Vegas, but it didn't say Game & Watch on it. And it was much smaller and they wanted a tenner for it. Didn't end up getting it, but I think I got the right one anyway, but I'm going to keep that, I think, just because I regret selling the last Game & Watch. Then I went to Oxfam and got a bit pissed off with the staff in there. Does my head in. Anyway, I got this book called The Most Important Thing, Howard Marks, and it was $4.99, but this sells for about £20, 15 to 20. You can tell it's because it's the Columbia Business School, really sort of niche and unusual. Then the last thing I got was this, Star Trek II Armada. I paid $12.99 for this. They have some guy coming in and scans them into eBay, and he doesn't look at completed listings, he looks for asking prices, and it pisses me off because they end up charging full retail or more. So quite often more than anything's worth. Even more than I could get on Amazon if I proper pushed it. Mental. And I just said to them, I said, look, you're pricing your games too much. And they were just kind of like, oh, well, you know, people still buy them. And I was like, oh. But it's not just about a reseller. As a consumer anyway, if I wanted to buy this for myself, they were still charging too much. Anyway, this one's not too bad. I get 25 quid for this. They typically sell for about 25. Some people get 30, but $12.99, yeah, I thought, why not? So that's it, guys. I'll try and get some more videos out for you soon. But these videos are quite stressful to do, and the editing takes flipping ages. So there'll be a treat every now and then to have one of these. So I'm going to try. Also, if anybody has any ideas about how to film, whether you could get glasses or buttonhole cameras or anything like that, drop me a comment. Me and Nick want to know some way that we can film at car boots charity shops, which is quick and easy and not too expensive. See you soon.